our core values that I just shared with you go a long way in life. And when you're in a marathon business like commercial real estate, you have to have integrity. Your word has to be your bond. You have to be honest with yourself and others. And those little characteristics go a long way. And it's just showing up every day, Joe, is just so critical. And how you show up in life is critical in creating success. And that's what I've been able to do over a long period of time.
What shaped that part of the obviously the honesty, but also like the way that you carry yourself seems to be with kindness and with caring about other people. And that seems like, and maybe this is like just a general stereotype, but of like people in especially commercial real estate who are kind of cutthroat and kind of, it's a brutal business, but also how have you carried yourself in a brutal business with this kindness and with this caring about people?
Well, there's a difference. I might be kind, but I don't have to be nice. And so I'm tough. I have high standards. I have high standards with my employees. They sign certain documents that we have to adhere to. Well, besides our core values, we have, what our standards are in our company that you adhere to. And so you can be tough and you can be kind at the same time. And you can be, professional and care about people. So how I treat my employees and I care about them is I get to know them and I get to understand them personally. Your personal life and business life, Joe, flow into each other. And I've realized that a long time ago, because if you're having a bad personal issue, it's going to flow into your business life. If you're struggling in business, it's going to flow through to your home life. I realized that. And so we do a lot of unique things with our employees and staff to make sure that they're living out their dreams as a personal basis, and the company will mirror how to deal with that. And I've just realized that life's too short. When you're kind and you care about people and respectful, it goes a long way. It carries a lot of water to success, where you get repeat business, you develop long-term relationships and resources. And that's what it's about, especially in commercial real estate. Relationships are everything. And when you have deals that take quite some time to get done and they're large transactions, being ruthless and rude and disrespectful, you can't last. I've seen more kids and people flow in and out of our industry that don't last. And people say, well, how do you last? You last, just be yourself, be kind, be truthful, be authentic, to be vulnerable. Joe, one of the biggest things I find with a lot of the younger generation is they have a lot of entitlement.
Sure.
They don't feel like they need to earn it. And I feel that's the worst message we offer. I have 3 kids, and some of them were from the trophy generation, I call it, where everyone got a trophy when we played sports. Well, that's not how life works. You have to earn things. You have to focus and grind and work hard and be kind to people and network and all the things you have to do to be successful. And so for all you young folks out there, you have to earn it. You're not handed anything in life. No one handed me or anyone that are icons in our business or business at all. You have to earn it. And that's what provides opportunities and trust and respect. So don't expect someone's just going to give you a free handout and handout. It was the biggest issue we had during the pandemic. Our government was giving free handouts. It was a horrible message internally to send to people. Instead of grinding and saying, how do I get a job? Instead of the person that works at a restaurant that was making a good wage, instead says, well, I'm getting a free handout. I don't need to work. I can be lazy. And laziness to me is something that turns me off, because I can't even wrap my mind around what that means. And so I suggest to everyone, it's earn it. If people say, well, how do I get ahead in life? Earn it. Show up.
Heck yeah.
Like my show, I Own It. It's owning every aspect of your life. That's why we created the name. And when you own your behavior and your actions, and you can look at yourself, I'm not a perfect person. Don't get me wrong. I'm not kind all the time, but I know I do it with love, whatever I do. And with that in mind, I would suggest to your listeners is that you could be kind, you could be authentic. Not everybody is going to be perfect. I'm big into personal development. Everyone knows that. I'm very open about that because I want to work on myself all the time. You know, when you've been grinding for almost 3 decades, you're going to go through some serious battle scars in business, and it's going to affect you mentally. It's going to affect your life, your personal life, your business life. And so you have to continue to work on yourself, Joe. And that's what I do. And those are some of the things that I continue to do. And I recommend to anyone out there that's listening is take these words of wisdom, is continue to work on yourself. And I know 110% certainty that all of us have things that we could work on. We all go through issues in life throughout from our childhood to adulthood. And you have to kind of look back and be honest with yourself and say, oh God, I didn't handle that situation well. I do that all the time. Like, oh, I could have improved on that or could have communicated better. And so when you look at yourself and kind of laugh, you could really grow.